kind of just caught my eye, this bubble right here. When I had the lady come and grab it off the shelf and move some things away from it, and I saw the way that it looked, I knew that it was something special. And then when you flip it over, and I don't know if you can see, but right there, there's a little signature. The signature reads Simon Pearce. And you could actually buy this today for $900. So this is a $900 Simon Pearce lamp that we bought for $48 at a thrift store. Alright folks, welcome back to Only Thrifts. Today is November 15th and I've got kind of highlights from our last couple of hauls. So kind of over the last couple of weeks we've been out and about kind of thrifting, going to Goodwills and Habitats and different things like that. We ran out to Montrose last weekend and we had a really good haul. I don't have everything here, but I have a couple of main pieces that I kind of wanted to go over, and then just some other stuff. So yeah, we could kind of just get started with a few things. Kind of the smaller pieces we'll just start with. This is a nice kind of light blue Fenton basket. I just really like the color on this, and I really like the pattern as well. It's just pressed, kind of like strawberries or something like that. I know it has a certain name, but this one I got along with a butter dish that was a pink color, but had the same imprints kind of to it, the same design, and that was sold already. But I bought that one for about $8 and sold it for $30, and this one I bought for about, I think this one was only $3.99, and it's a Fenton. It has a little emblem right there. It's a nice small basket. It's probably 10 or 15 bucks. This little guy here, little crackle glass pitcher. I mean, it's tiny, it's awesome. It's a beautiful blue. It's hand blown. You know, it's got the handcrafted handle on there, and it was only $3, and I think I could get 10 or 15 out of that as well. This beautiful piece of clear glass that I don't usually buy is something out of Finland. I forget the name of the person who does it, but I wouldn't even want to try to pronunciate it. But this is a really cool piece, beautiful kind of pressed glass, and it's really heavy. It's got some really good heft to it, but this I think was only about $8, and we could sell it for maybe about 40 or 50 just because of the maker and it being from Finland and stuff. A lot of people are kind of digging this style, kind of like a ice sculpture or something like that, so that one was cool. This is a little music box, a tin hat music box. It's supposed to hold something else in there, but you know, it's just a music box. It's made out of metal and it's really cool. So I bought that, I think for about, I think this was like $9, and probably only get about 20 or 30 out of that. But it's a beautiful little music box. You know, you just don't see music boxes made quite like this anymore. So pretty cool old design, and it's got a cool little music thing to it. Moving over to some of these brass pieces. So these are really cool brass pieces that we found at the Goodwill in Grand Junction. They're just etched full brass vases, and they have this kind of really cool, I don't know, silver kind of gunmetal gray to it, and then you know, it just reveals the regular brass color for some of the designs. This one has a little bird on it and whatnot, but they're nice, they're heavy, they're full brass. I just think they're beautiful. We picked these ones up. I think each of them was about $4, and maybe these were like, this one was like maybe $4 on that one, and then I think this one was $5. Yeah, so very cheap for all of them. They say they're made in India. I mean, a lot of brass pieces are, but I just think that these ones specifically were beautiful. I see a lot of brass pieces, but just the kind of quality, you know, the heftiness to it, and just the style, the colors, we just really like those ones. So those were cool to find. We actually found them all together just like that, so that was kind of another reason why we just scooped them all up at once. Moving on to this little serving tray. It's kind of I mean, this is just a beautiful serving tray. It's like a amber kind of color, yellow color to it. You know, it's a serving tray. It's a 4-tier, which you don't see a lot of, and it's just beautiful. We had already had this plate. This is a design made by Federal Glass Co. And this is like a 16 petal, 11-inch glass. I kind of forget, what was the thing on this one? What was the name on it?
It's just 16-point petal.
Right. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, you know, we got this piece just basically because we already had this one, and we thought we really like the design to it. And there they are together. That's not how they're gonna be, but I just think it's cool. So yeah, that piece was $20. Unfortunately, we did not see a couple of chips that were in it. There's this chip right here, kind of a pretty significant one on 2 petals. And there's also another chip in one of these right up here. We probably won't even be able to see it, but it's up here. Oh, yep, it's right here. So a few chips on this one. We bought it for 20 bucks, not seeing those because we didn't do our due diligence, but we still love the piece, and might sell them together. We're not really sure what we're gonna get out of that or anything. But yeah, so that was a cool piece that we found. I really love just the design and whatnot, but probably not gonna get too much out of it just because of the chips. I mean, broken but beautiful, right? Here is another piece that kind of falls into the same category. We actually were aware that there was damage to this. This is just a nice kind of Victorian lamp, but really we got it for the lampshade itself, just because it's a 2-tier mid-century modern lampshade. This was only $30. They marked it down from $150 because it has a pretty large tear in it right here. So pretty big tear. We kind of knew that when we bought it, but we bought it anyways because we just really liked the shade top. And so we'll probably just try to add this to another lamp and just kind of hope it adds to the lamp a little bit, gives it a really good mid-century modern, you know, look. The lamp itself is really nice. We'll probably kind of put a different shade on this, more Victorian or something, and sell that together. But we did mainly buy it for this. So that was 30 bucks. I also really like the tip that it has on it. I'm not sure if that goes with it, but I really like it. It's like a glass blown kind of tip to it. So that's nice. That one was awesome. We were at the same store, and they had a beautiful collection of swung glass and different Fenton pieces and whatnot. And that one of the best pieces that we saw up there was this one here. This is a 22-inch Amberina, and this I think was from, who made this? Come on, Levi. No, it wasn't Viking. I forget who makes this, but this is just a beautiful Amberina. Like I said, it kind of goes from the yellow up to the beautiful red. It's a swung vase. It's got the hexagon base to it. I don't know. This one's just beautiful. This is actually gonna stay in our collection. This was 150 bucks, but I asked her what the best she could do. She said 100. And I was sold. I mean, that was kind of the price that I was thinking for it. And the second she said that, I looked over to Brittany and she just said, yes, let's get it. We're getting it. So this was one that we paid up a little bit for, but it's a beautiful piece. I still think for $100 we got a great deal on that. I still think it's probably $180, $200. So that was still a good deal for us. I was really stoked about that one. Other than that, we have a few other pieces over here. This one is a kind of another glass piece. This is a certain type of kind of glass manufacturing that they do. I forgot what it's called, Melflory or something like that. It's hard to say. But this is a beautiful piece. It's just kind of a lily lampshade. So just gonna hook onto a little lampshade and be that. It's beautiful though. I think I only got this for $2.99, so that was a good price for that. Then we go to the salt and pepper shaker with a napkin holder. This is all teak wood. Right here where the sticker was, what remains of it kind of just shows you that it's teak wood and it's kind of a nice little older piece. But yeah, salt shaker and then the napkin holder. And that goes over to this too. This is a nice little kind of clock, but it also has your thermometer, your barometer, and your hydrometer. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's pretty cool. Really heavy wood to it. It just has kind of a cool mid-century vibe, so we bought that one too. This is a little cornucopia. This is got alexandrite in it because that's why it kind of makes it purple like it is. And it shines a certain way under lights and it makes it pretty cool. I think I only bought this for like $7, probably get about 30 out of it. That brings us to one of my favorite pieces. It's actually this lamp here. So this lamp we actually saw when we were in Montrose and we were at a thrift store. And it was just sitting in the back. There was a picture hanging up against it and everything. And I just kind of caught my eye. It was really just this part because it didn't have the lampshade on it. It had no lampshade. So it kind of just caught my eye, this bubble right here. So since there's this bubble, I kind of just thought maybe that's kind of a nice glass piece. When I had the lady come and grab it off the shelf and move some things away from it, and I saw the way that it looked, I knew that it was something special. So let me take this apart real quick, or just take it off. So one of the things that gave it away is the weight, but it's also very perfectly clear. It's heavy. This part is actually very nice. The little switch is very smooth and solid. And then when you flip it over, it's blown, so it has a blown glass right there. And I don't know if you could see, but right there, there's a little signature. The signature reads Simon Pearce. So this is a Simon Pearce glass lamp, blown glass lamp. It's called the Promfet or the Parmfet, something like that. And you could actually buy this today for $900. So this is a $900 Simon Pearce lamp that we bought for $48 at a thrift store. So it didn't have a lampshade on it, but I just knew, like I said, something was special about it, and we got it home. We have a perfect little fitting lampshade to it, and that was probably one of my favorite finds of the week, or the month. So yeah, that was a pretty big deal. We're probably gonna get maybe $350, $400 out of this when we get it sold, because that's about half price. And yeah, that was a pretty big score for us. We're super stoked on that one. And combining all these pieces together, I think it was a pretty good week. All right, well, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys have any questions or any other things that you know about this stuff that I don't and you would like to fill me in on, that'd be awesome. Leave it up in the comments, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks. I almost forgot about this one, but this piece here is a older pottery. It's stoneware, but it's called Old Sleepy Eyes is what this kind of pattern on here is. And apparently it's worth quite a bit of money, probably about $300. So this is a very cool piece. It's like blue and gray stoneware, and it's probably early 1900s. Very cool, very collectible, and this one I think we only got for like maybe $14.99. There's a couple of chips in it, but honestly nothing to be too concerned about whatsoever. So no chips up in here, a cool handle to it. But yeah, that was one of the other pieces. This is one Brittany found, and we'll probably get 200 220 out of this. So we're gonna make pretty good money on that one. So that was one of the last pieces. So between this piece, the swung glass vase, and the Simon Pearce lamp, I think we did very, very good this week. And we're gonna have all this stuff listed on our Etsy page, only thrifts, and yeah, go get it. Cool.